into the main gate of NTU. At that time, I was an otaku who was shy and always felt nervous when talking to others. And besides, I had a big problem, is that I had no patience on things that I was not familiar with. And 1 year has passed. Now, although I'm still an otaku, I become more optimistic, shiny, and talkative. Besides, most important of all, I have more patience on things around me. So, what caused my change? Do you think what caused my change? What caused my change? Oh no, I'm just kidding. Part of it, but mostly because I have a dream. It's all because of one dream. I still remember in a 100 New Year day, a group of my friends gathered and watched the magnificent fireworks. Then we formed a circle. We chatted to each other and we shared our New Year hope. At that time, when it was my turn, I simply said, my dream is to be happy. Although they joked on me for having such a dream without practical goal, but I just tell them, no dream is bad dream. And after that exhausting day, I started to think, what is happy and how to be happy? But I found it too difficult to find the answer. So I changed to another aspect, how to be and what will cause me unhappy. So I started to think, if one day I'm old, I look back to my young life and suddenly find something I aspire a lot, but I didn't do it, just because of some unnecessary reasons. Then I will truly be unhappy and regret. So my dream is obvious. I want to be happy. I don't want to feel regret. Then what will I do? In action, I will sum it in one sentence. I want to experience many things and gain the profound feelings in different aspects of life. That's my dream. I use the word experience instead of do because I think that it is not only the consequence, but the process that has something memorable in. So I use experience. And to things, it can be something small or something big. It don't have to always to be big. To something small, like if you ride a bike in a campus, around the campus, then you suddenly see a blossoming flowers, or animals chasing each other, or the activities held in front of the main library. Then you start, and you admire the beauty of the nature, or you attend the activities. Then, a feelings of it might be moving, or it might be pure pleasure, or it might be the excitement will be stored in your heart. And to something big, let's talk about learning new things. When you learn new things, you will find your view on the world will totally change to a different or deeper thinking way. For example, when you walk on a street, and suddenly there is music on. And if you are a person who don't know dancing, you might just walk away. But you are a person who knows dancing, then you might be just dance with the tempo. And a feeling of beating the tempo with your body will be stored in your mind. Of course, there are a lot more different feelings that will give you a brand new sight, a brand new world that you might not seen before. And these feelings are what I pursue for. So with this dream in mind, I started to try many new things. I go to learn dancing, I try to be a host on the stage, and when people on the stage ask audience down the stage who want to answer a question, then I will always say, choose me, because I want to try new things that I didn't try before. And you can see my major difference, my major changes in my C1 to C4 speech. In fact, in every of my speech, I try to add some new elements into my speech, do something that I hadn't done before. So in my C1 speech, it's simple, because I haven't done an English speech before. So I felt nervous on the speech and kept working like this. in fact. But that was my first time to deliver a speech in English, up to 6 minutes. In fact, before I stood on the stage, I hadn't thought that I could really do this, but I did. And in my C2 speech, although I made a mistake of looking back at my PowerPoint, that is the first time I use PowerPoint, and I really find PowerPoint is an art to deliver your thoughts if you use them correctly. And in my C3 speech, I close my PowerPoint and I start to interact with the audience. And I start to interact with the audience and add some humor in it. I find a brand new style of delivering a speech. And in my C4 speech, in fact, I was so eager to introduce my trip to Penghu. So I forgot all the techniques I should have on the stage, but I found I still use some of them. I think the techniques that I used to do it on purpose suddenly changed to a natural reaction when I stand on the stage. So on the stage, down the stage, in my daily life, I change a lot. And what caused my change is just because one dream, to be happy, to have no regret, to experience many things and gain profound feelings in different aspects of life. And I believe, with this dream in mind, I will keep changing. Contest check.